Hello everyone, this is Tanvi and welcome to the Itsy Bitsy blog. Today I will be altering this glass jar using clay and some molds. I had a packet of Thai clay and I thought I would use that to make the embellishments, but that was not a very good idea. So I eventually landed up using air dry clay. You could try using the Montmart air drying clay which is available at Itsy Bitsy. Take a small amount of clay, knead it well and fill the molds to make the embellishments. I made a couple of embellishments which I thought I would use to decorate the bottle. Next, I used F6000 glue to glue the embellishments on the bottle as well as the lid. I used the larger embellishments for the front and the back of the bottle, and the smaller ones I will use to fill up the spaces and join the embellishments. I wanted to create a crackle texture on the glass jar, but at the same time use only one color. I did not want to use more than one color in the project. So what I did was, using a dry brush, I directly applied one step crackle medium only to the bottom of the jar without any base color. So this means that the color of the cracks will be the color of the glass jar. Okay, so I have not used any base color before applying the crackle medium. After applying the crackle medium to the bottom of the jar, I let it air dry for a couple of hours before proceeding to the next step. Once the crackle medium had dried completely, I used salsa red chalk paint over the crackle medium. Now I am using a sponge because I like that the cracks are very uneven. You could even use a brush to apply the chalk paint if you are comfortable with that, but I prefer the irregular cracks that appear while by using a sponge. So I always prefer using a sponge to apply the paint over the crackle medium. Make sure you do not go over the crackle medium with paint again and again, else the cracks will disappear. For places which were difficult to cover or reach with the sponge, I used a brush, again taking care that I do not go over the paint again and again. I'm sorry I'm a little off camera at this point, but all I'm doing is using my brush to paint over the embellishments and between the embellishments so that I cover it completely with red paint. As the paint dries, you can see that the cracks have already started developing. So while painting, I make sure that I do not disturb this and just let it dry naturally. There you can see some beautiful cracks developing over the paint. Now my initial plan was to leave the top of the jar transparent, but on second thoughts I decided to paint even the top of the jar with red paint. Note that I have not applied crackle medium to the top, that is above the embellishments. It is just red paint. I will also similarly paint the lid of the jar with red salsa. Aren't these cracks really beautiful? Now this is what I was talking about. The cracks that have developed are very irregular, and nor are the brush marks visible. So that is why I prefer using a sponge to apply the top layer and not a brush. Now since the top of the jar does not have any crackle medium, I am using the hair dryer to dry the paint. Once the paint has dried completely, I am going to use metallic wax paint to over the embellishments to highlight the textures. So I use a dry brush. Once again, make sure that the dry brush is completely dry, and I am lightly brushing the metallic wax antique gold over the embellishments and a few places on the bottle here and there to enhance the textures. Sorry, I have used the color rich gold and not antique gold as mentioned earlier. Now there you see how the textures just come to life as I am dry brushing with the rich gold wax. At the same time, I do not want it to be or do not want the red color to be hidden completely. So I make sure that the red is also visible beneath the gold. Now, at this point, I thought that I had applied way too much gold, so I decided to mute the gold by dry brushing over the gold with white paint. Now, as I do this, you will see that the gold is not only muted but the textures become even more prominent, and I'm just loving the look. So wherever I feel that the gold is too much, I am once again dry brushing it with white paint. I bring in the metallic gold once again and apply it randomly over the embellishments. So that completes the project for today. I had challenged myself to use only one color, and I'm so glad that I managed to complete the project using just salsa red, but at the same time I'm loving the textures that were created. Thank you so much.